All right, good morning. Happy Monday. Well, it's Monday here and it's Monday right now. My name is Missy. Welcome to Mat Pilates. Today we are using a ball, a set of weights, and one block. Most important as we come into this workout is listening to our bodies, right? So there will be times when I'll ask you to lift neck and shoulders off the earth, but that doesn't feel well. Obviously keep them down, right? Engaging the core, drawing that belly in, right? Almost like someone's coming to like give us a little punch, but activating that core, keeping it nice and strong, and breathing through the workout, right? That's so important, keeping that breath. Inhales, exhales, inhales, exhales. All right, so let's go ahead, get right into our workout. And today, as always, we start in a nice seated position. So coming into a nice seat for ourselves. Together we take a nice big inhale, reaching arms all the way up overhead. Exhaling, hands into heart center. Awesome. Inhale, reach arms all the way up. And then exhale, hands into heart center. Again, inhale, reach arms all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bring arms all the way up. And then as we exhale, twist and open towards the right. So left hand to right knee. Tented fingers of the right hand, lengthen through the spine, and we breathe. We slowly come out of the twist. We inhale those arms up, and then we exhale, twist and open towards the left. We hold it here, and we breathe. One more breath. Slowly come out of the twist. Inhale the arms up, turn the palms towards me, and then as you exhale, place hands in front of the body. You can stay tall or slowly start to walk yourself out. Draw your chin towards chest. Come into this forward fold, breathing here. Nice slow inhales, nice slow exhales. Pay attention to the low back. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Take a nice big inhale together. As we exhale, start to walk your hands back in, rise up to that seat. One last time, inhale, arms all the way up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so from here we transition right into that tabletop, coming nicely into our table. Shoulders over wrists, hips are over those knees. And again, we move nicely through that cat-cow. Come into your cow, belly lowers down, gaze towards the front. Exhale, rounding through the spine, gaze in towards your navel for your cat. Moving with breath, inhales and exhales. Preparing the body, getting it ready for our workout this morning. One more round of breath here. And then we meet nicely into our neutral tabletop. We hold it here. We extend that right leg long out behind us. We extend the left arm out in front, thumb knuckle up towards the sky, leg and arm towards the midline of the body. Now we lower and lift. You lower and lift. You lower and lift. Breathe. Try not to dump all your weight into that right side. We breathe, inhales and exhales. Breathe. Here we go. You go for 4. This is 3. 2, and on 1, hold it at the top, you pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale together, exhale, knee to elbow, and then open it up. You bring it in, and then you open. Bring it in, and then you open. Bring it in, and open, and breathe. Inhales and exhales. 3 more times. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold knee to elbow, pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the arm, extend the leg, and then place hand and knee back on the earth. Awesome. Opposite side. Extend your left leg out nice and long, draw the belly in. Extend the right arm out in front, hold it here. Now we lower and lift. We lower and lift, high bugs. Lower and lift, nice job. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. We go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And your last one, hold it at the top. You pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale together. Exhale, knee to elbow. Open it up. Bring it in and open. No, bring it in and open. It's in and open. We go for 4. This is 3. This is 2, and on 1, hold knee to elbow, pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the arm, extend the leg. Place hand and knee back on the earth. Okay, we grab our ball. Ball in between the thighs. Stay in your tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Tuck your toes under. Lift those knees and shins to hover. Hold it here. Draw the belly in, look towards the front of the mat. Knees and shins are about an inch or so off the earth, and now we go right into those knee taps. You tap and lift, getting into those lower abs. Breathe. Control the movement. It's not up and down. It's tap and lift. You tap, you lift. You go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. Your last tap, hold your hover for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now squeeze that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Second set. You tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. You breathe. Here we go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last tap. Hold that hover for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You squeeze that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the knees, release the shins, release the ball. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna set the ball to the side. Now we're gonna press up to that nice down dog position, that little pike. So tuck the toes under, press your hips up towards the sky. Hold it here. Opportunity for movement, right? Bending one knee, bending both knees. Whatever we need, we take. You settle into this neutral dog. Together on inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, release. Inhale, we lift, and then we release. We hold it here. Now we move nicely with our breath. Inhale, roll into that plank. Exhale, you're back to that dog. Inhale, you roll in. Exhale, you take it back. Inhale, roll in. Feel this good form. Bring it on back. Shoulders over those wrists. Hips in line with shoulders. Keep that core engaged. We have 3 more times. This is 3. This is 2. Here's your last one. Hold it here. Lift your right leg up. Point long through the toe and pulse the heel up. Modification. Lower the opposite knee down and breathe. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Stay long through the spine. Knee to chest. Extend it out. Bring it in and extend. Bring it in and extend. Bring it in and extend. You go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. Here's your last one. Hold the leg long. Now bring the knee to the outside of the right elbow. Little Spider-Man and extend. Bring it out and extend. To the outside and extend. To the out and extend. 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Place that foot on the earth. Lift your left leg up. Hold it here. Pulse the heel up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee to chest and extend. Bring it in and out. Bring it in and out. It's in and out. We go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. Your last one to the outside of the left elbow. Little Spider-Man. Woo! Get into those side obliques. Awesome job. Here we go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Place knees and shins on the earth. Take a moment. Movement through the wrists. That can be a lot, right? Being on the palms can be a lot on the wrists. Opportunity rotations in one direction and then into the other. Now we're gonna go ahead, set ourselves up. We're gonna come back to our tabletop, but we're incorporating the one block and the ball, okay? So, block will go underneath the right hand. Ball will go behind the right knee. So right hand's on block, ball behind right knee, right? Shoulders are still over wrist. We're still drawing the belly in. Now we're gonna flex the right foot up towards the sky. We're gonna work through those donkey kicks. You're gonna lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. So think about really keeping that core engaged, working core stability. Breathe. You go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, you hold it at the top. You pulse that foot up towards the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Now squeeze that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the knees to meet. Fire hydrant. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Awesome. Open and close. Control it. You go for 4. You go for 3. This is 2, and on 1, hold it open, pulse it here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees to meet. Now listen, we're gonna tuck our toes under. We're gonna lift those knees and shins to hover. So we're gonna hold it here, yeah? We're still in this table, in a hovering table. Now we're gonna move with the left leg. You're gonna step the left foot out and in. It's out and in, out and in. Draw the belly in, control this movement. 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Keep the left leg long. Now press the right foot up towards the sky. Back to those little donkey kicks. You lower and lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift and breathe, lower and lift. You got it. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Hold it at the top. You pulse it here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Nice slow inhales, nice slow exhales. We get to switch it on out, right? So, block goes under left hand. Ball goes behind left knee. Same movement coming back to that tabletop, yeah? Back to those little donkey kicks. Set ourselves up. Good form. Flex the foot up towards the sky. You lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift and breathe. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Hold it at the top. You pulse it here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You squeeze that ball. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees to meet. Fire hydrant. Open and close. Again, keep your weight equally balanced. Try not to dump into that right side body. We go for 4. This is 3. For 2, and on 1. Hold it open. Pulse it here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees to meet. Stay in this tabletop. Now we tuck the toes under, and again, we're back to that hovering table. Hold it here, yeah? Now we work with the right leg. Step it out and in, out and in, out and in. Breathe. Here we go. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. And your last one. Hold that leg long. Now press the left foot up. Here we are, this little plank. Working donkey kicks. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift and breathe. Control it. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. And on 1. Hold it at the top. You pulse it here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done there. Awesome job. Come on down. Release the block. Release the ball. And we go ahead and we start our transition. All right, so let's set ourselves up. Make sure we're set up for the rest of our work here. Bring your weights and ball about halfway down. We're also going to incorporate the block, okay? So, bringing ourselves all the way down into the earth. You're gonna bring your block the long way in between those thighs. We're gonna go right into our bridge work, incorporating this block. So heels are nice and close towards the glutes. Upper body stays nicely on the earth. Arms are down by our side. We're squeezing the block with the inner thighs. And now core is still engaged here, so draw the belly in. And now we lift and lower. We lift and lower, Bubba. We lift and lower. We lift and lower. You're gonna see Bubba in the video. That's my little pup. He's super cute. Whew. Breathe. We go for 4. We go for 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold it at the top. You pulse the glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay in your bridge. Now lift your heels up. Feel all 10 toes pressing into the earth. Heels are lifted. Same movement. Lower, lift. Yes, lower, lift. Lower, lift. You got it. Lower and lift. Breathe 4 more times. For 4, for 3, this is 2, and on 1, you hold it at the top, you pulse the glutes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the glutes. Release the heels, release the glutes. Now bring the body down. Okay, knees come to table. Keep the block right where it is. So low back stays on the earth. Draw the belly in. Arms again will stay nicely by the side body. We tap our toes and lift. So tap and table. Tap and table. Inhales, exhales. Awesome job. 4 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. And your last one. Release the feet to the earth, and I want you to release your block. But now we're going to bring our legs back to our table. You're going to place the block on the shins. You're going to bring hands nicely behind head, or option to keep neck and shoulders down, okay? So we're going to balance this block on the shins. You're going to extend the legs and then bring it back. Extend and bring it back. Extend and bring it back. Extend and bring it back. Control it. Reach it out. Bring it in. Breathe. Inhales. Exhales 4 more times. For 4. For 3. For 2. And your last one. Let it go. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. We're going to take the block underneath our right foot. Place it down. We're going to set ourselves up for a single leg bridge. Upper body on the earth. Point your left toes up towards the sky. And now we're going to lower and lift. So flex the foot down, point the toe up. So flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Awesome. Here we go. You go for 4. You go for 3. This is 2. And on your last one, hold here in this single leg bridge. Now we work through the right glute. You lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For 4. For 3. For 2. And your last one. Bend into that left knee. And then we lower ourselves down and we take this time, set ourselves up, bring that block underneath the left foot, settle on in, and then we're back to that nice little bridge, right? So we press into the left foot, we lift ourselves up, we reach long through the right toes, we hold it here, core is engaged, we flex the foot down, we point the toe up, we flex and point. So this right leg is nice and active, right? Because we're lengthening, we're flexing, quad is active, core is engaged, we're breathing. You go for 4. You go for 3. You go for 2. Last one, you hold it here. Now we work through that left side. You lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. You got it. Lower and lift for 4, for 3, for 2, and your last one. Let it go. So good. All right, we can set that block to the side. Say goodbye to your block for right now. It may show back up, but for as of right now, we do not need it. All right, now let's get into our leg raises. Extend those legs nicely up towards the sky. Legs can come to about a 90. We are going to take 2 rounds. First round, upper body will stay on the earth. Second round, option to lift neck and shoulders. Well, let's go ahead. Draw the belly in. Low back stays on the earth. Inhale to lower those legs. Exhale, bring back. Control it. Breathe. You have 4 more times. Here we go. For 4. For 3. For 2. And this is your last one. Hold it here. Now hands come nicely behind head. Lift neck and shoulders off the earth. Same movement. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Awesome. Lower and lift. You got it. Lower and lift. 4 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. Here's your last one. Lower to about a 45 with the legs. Heels come together, toes go out, little froggies. Draw legs in and then extend. Heels stay glued together the entire time. Draw the knees towards armpits, extend the legs out. Breathe. 4 more froggies. For 4, for 3, for 2, and that's your last one. Let it go. Nice slow inhales, nice slow exhales. Now we set ourselves up for our single leg stretch. Both knees can be in chest right now. We're going to keep the left knee in. We're going to extend long with the right leg. So left hand on left knee, right hand on left shin, shoulders away from the ears, draw the belly in. We switch and switch and switch and switch and breathe. Inhales, exhales. Awesome job. Here we go. This is 4. This is 3. Take it for 2. Here's your last one. Hold it here. Grab your ball. Ball in hands. Arms to the outside of that bent knee. Now we switch. So you switch and switch, switch and switch. Breathe. Here we go. You got it. This is 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on your last one, you hold it here. You pulse the upper body for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You switch and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Both knees can come nicely in towards chest as we set up for our double leg stretch. We are going to incorporate the ball. So ball can come nicely to shins. Option to not use the ball. Lift neck and shoulders off the earth. And now we open the body. So inhale to open. Exhale in. Control it. Bring it in. Open and in. Open and in. Breathe. You have 4 more. Here we go. For 4. For 3, for 2, and on your last one, hold it open, hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. Nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. Set the ball to the side. Now bring those legs nicely back to that 90, okay? We're gonna lower the left leg down. Hands can come nicely behind the right thigh or behind the right calf. Little bend into elbows, draw the belly in, and then we switch and switch, switch and switch, and breathe. Inhales, exhales. Awesome job. Here we go. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on your last one, hold it here. Leg is long, bend into that knee. Hands come nicely behind head. We go into those slow bicycles as you twist and twist. Gaze goes nicely towards that sidewall as we twist and twist and twist and breathe. Ow! 4, awesome. 3, 2, and your last one. Let it go. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Awesome job, everybody. Okay, so let's grab that ball. We're gonna bring that ball nicely behind that right knee, okay? So we're going to extend long with the left leg. I want your left leg to be active. I want you to flex the foot so you feel the back of the thigh pressing into the earth. So left leg stays active. Right toes hover the earth. Hands come nicely behind head as we drive that right knee in towards chest. So bring it in and open. Bring it in and open. Bring it in and open. Breathe. Awesome job. Here we go. 4 more times. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Hold it at the top. You pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Now we just move the leg. Keep the upper body lifted. So toes tap and table. It's toes and table. Toes and table. Breathe. Awesome job. Control it. For 4, for 3, for 2. Here's your last one. Hold that table. Release the upper body down. Now bring your left elbow to the right knee. Bring it across and release. Across and release. Across and release. Awesome. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold at the top. You're in your twist. You pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Bend into your left knee. Extend your left toes up, but lower the right toes to hover. Lift neck and shoulders off the earth. Here we go. So we lower the left leg. As we lower the left leg, right knee comes to table. Take the left elbow to right knee. Switch your legs back. So lower and twist, and then release. Lower and twist, and release. You twist and release. You twist and release. We go for 4. We go for 3. This is 2. And your last one, let it go. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Now we get to switch it on out. So ball goes behind the left knee, nice and long with the right leg, right? So left toes are flexed. That right leg is active. We allow the left toes to hover the earth. Bring hands behind head, drive knee to chest, and release. Bring it in, release, bring it in, release. Okay, Bubs, bring it in, release, bring it in, release. We go for 4, he's licking my toes. For 3, for 2, and on 1, hold it at the top. You pulse it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You hold it, now work that leg. It's toes and table. Awesome. Toes and table. Toes to table. Toes to table. Awesome job. For 4, for 3, for 2, and last one, hold your table. Release the upper body down. Now bring your right elbow to left knee. Across, release, across, release, across, release. Awesome job. 4 more. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1. Hold at the top. You pulse in your twist. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Bend into the right knee. Extend those right toes up. Left toes hover the earth. Neck and shoulders can be lifted. So we switch the legs. Lower right leg, left knee to table. Take your twist. Switch it back. Lower and twist. And release. Twist, release. Twist, release. Twist, release. 4, 3, 2, and your last one, let it go. Nice slow inhales, nice slow exhales. All right, let's keep our ball. And I want you to extend those legs nicely out in front of you, right? Flex the feet up towards the sky. You can have that ball nicely in the hands. Wrists in line with shoulders. Shoulder blades are on the earth. I'm gonna give you 2 modifications for your roll up. Modification number 1, you can keep a nice little bend into your knees and roll up that way, or you can stay low, right, and just work the upper body, still getting into your powerhouse, still getting into that core. So you can lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. But together, here we are, wrists in line with shoulders. And you can either, let's go long with the toes, so let's go nice and long through the toes. And together we draw that chin towards chest, roll the body up, and then you're going to take that nice long stretch at the top, reach past your toes, and then you're going to slowly roll yourself all the way down and reach your arms nicely overhead. So chin towards chest, roll the body up, reach long, and then slowly roll yourself all the way down. This is nice controlled movement. It's not up and down, up and down. We roll, and then we reach, and we bring it all the way down. We roll, and bring it all the way down. Roll it up. Get that nice long stretch, feels really good. Bring it all the way back down. 3 more times. You roll and reach, bring it down. Awesome job. 2 more times. Roll and reach, bring it all the way down. Last time. We roll and reach, and we stay nicely at the top. All right, let's go into our little saw with our ball. So you can reach those legs out into a little straddle, and I want you to think about keeping your toes flexed, a little bend into the knees. I also want you to think about being nice and long through the spine, right? So crown of the head reaching up, shoulders away from the ears. Draw the belly in. We start with that ball nicely at our chest. and we work with this ball. So we press the ball away, we draw it back in, and then we reach long over those right toes. You should feel a nice little stretch through the left side body. Come back to center, long spine, press away, bring it in, reach over the left, center, press. Inhales, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Yes, it's in and out and in and reach. Nice. In, out, in, and reach. Awesome. In, out, in, and reach. So good. In, out, in, and reach. Nice job. In, out, in, and reach. So good. In, out, in, and reach. Yeah. In, out, in, and reach. In, out, in, and reach. 2 more times to each side. Take it to the right. It's in and out and in to the left. Awesome job. In, out, in to the right. Last time. In, out, in to the left. Ooh. And you can stay right here. Okay, awesome. So let's draw the legs together and take a nice little bend into the knees. We're gonna use our ball. So option, nice little bend in the knees. Option, you can have heels on the earth, feet flexed up. Some people prefer to have the feet flat on the earth. I really want you to take what feels best. For me, I like to have heels on the earth and feet flexed up. We're gonna bring the ball overhead. So again, long through the spine, but shoulders away from the ears, a little bend into my elbows, yeah? So nice big inhale together, and then as we exhale, a little C curve, reach the ball in ahead, and then inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. Bring it up and C curve. Bring it up and C curve. Awesome. This is 3. This is 2. This is your last one. Hold it here. Now we're just going to work the arms. Keep your little C curve. Inhales, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You got it. You breathe. Bring it up. Bring it down. This is 4. This is 3. This is 2. Here's your last one. Hold it here. Shoulders away from the ears. Baby pulses. 2 sets of 8. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up and release that ball down. Okay, grab a drink, wipe your face, and we're gonna set ourselves up to bring ourselves all the way back down, okay? So again, you can have ball and weights nicely about halfway down. And then as we come on down, you can take that nice little bend in the knees, reach long with the arms, hollow up through the belly, and then we slowly bring ourselves down. And you're gonna take a dumbbell into one hand. We're gonna get right into our dumbbell work. So weight is gonna go in our left hand. We're gonna bend into the left knee. We're gonna reach long with that right leg, okay? So you can point through the toes. Now right arm could be out nicely into a T, palm facing up, or you can bring that right hand nicely behind head. So again, a bend into the left knee, weight is in the left hand, arm reaching overhead. Now we drive the right knee in towards chest. As we drive that knee in, my left arm goes to the outside of my right knee, and then we open the body back up. So you bring it in and open. 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 Awesome. In and open. You go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold it at the top. You pulsate here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the leg, extend the arm. Now we take that weight to that right shin. So we reach and release. Bring it up and release. Bring it up and release. Bring it up and release. We go for 4. We go for 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold it at the top, arm to the outside of the leg. Again, we pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. We switch the weight out. weight into our right hand, bend into our left knee. Left leg is nice, right knee. Left leg is nice and long. Left arm could be out to that T, or left hand behind head. And again, draw the belly in. Now we drive the left knee in, weight to the outside, and then we open it back up. Bring it in, open. It's in, open, in, open. 4, breathe. 3, awesome. 2, and on 1, hold at the top, you pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open arm, open leg. Now take that weight to tap your shin. So tap and open. You tap and open, tap and open. Breathe, awesome job. For 4, for 3, for 2, and that's your last one. Hold it at the top, you pulsing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Awesome job. All right, so now we want both weights, and you can have a bend into both knees. Nice. All right, we're gonna bring those arms nicely up overhead. Actually, let's turn the palms towards the front, and I want you to come into little cactus arms, okay? Don't let the arms touch the earth. So elbows in line with shoulders, palms facing forward. Bring your heels nice and close towards the glutes. So we're gonna do a bridge with this chest press. So we press, pull it back. You press, bring it back. Arms hover the earth as they come back, right? So press, bring it back. You press, bring it back. You press, bring it back. You press, bring it back. We go for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, hold it at the top. Yeah, so hips are lifted, but I want you to bring those arms back to cactus, still hovering. Pulse the arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the arms up, and then together we bring everything down. Awesome. All right, reset. Bring those arms back up, wrists in line with shoulders. Feel the low back on the earth. Draw the belly in, shoulder blades on the earth as well as we open those arms out to a T. Arms open to a T, they hover the earth, and then you bring them back. So open and in. Open and in. Awesome. Open and in. Inhales, exhales. You take it for 4. This is 3. This is 2. And on 1, you hold those arms open, hovering the earth. You pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Now we're sweeping arms forward. Palms stay facing up, arms stay hovering. So sweep the arms forward, and then you bring it back. So lift and reach, and bring it back. Lift and reach, and bring it back. Lift and reach, and bring it back. 4 more. We go for 4. We go for 3. We go for 2. Here's your last one. Bring your arms back to that T, hover and pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the arms up, hold it here. Bring your knees to tabletop. Now I want you to lift neck and shoulders off the earth, reach your arms long. I want you to extend through the right leg, extend through the right arm. We have a bend into our left knee, bend into the left arm. So shoulders away from the ears, draw the belly in. As we switch the legs, we also switch the arms. So we switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and breathe. Draw the belly in. Inhales, exhales. You go for 4, Bubba. You go for 3. This is 2. And that's your last one. Let it go. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Awesome job. All right, so from here, I want you to bring your knees back to table. Legs can be basically glued together. And then we're going to take those elbows nicely next to side ribs, palms facing in towards each other. So we have this little bend in our elbows, little bend into our knees. So as we lift and lengthen, so we lift the body, we lengthen through arms, we lengthen through legs, and then we release neck and shoulders back to the earth. So we lift and reach, bring it back. Lift and reach, bring it back. Lift and reach, bring it back, lift and reach, bring it back, lift and reach, bring it back. We go for 4, we go for 3, we go for 2, and on 1, hold it at the top, shoulders away from the ears, pulse the arms for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. Take a moment. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. All right, we're gonna do our second set. So coming into our second set, knees back to table, elbows squeeze nicely next to side body. Again, we're going to lift and lengthen. So we lift and lengthen, open legs to a straddle, bring it back in, let the body go. Lift and reach, open, in, release. 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 Awesome job. Woo! For 4, and breathe. For 3, nice job. Here we go. This is 2, coming into your last one. And you know, at the top, we hold it here, we pulse the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. Draw the knees in towards chest. Take a nice slow inhale, nice slow exhale. All right, I want you to grab your ball one more time. Take a hold of that ball. Legs come to your 90. This will be our little finisher, and then we'll go into a nice little stretch. Okay, ball in hands. Option to bring hands behind head if that's gonna work better for you. Legs are in our 90. Lift neck and shoulders off the earth. We pulse up towards those toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Bring your legs nicely back to your 90. Ball in hands, wrists in line with shoulders. All right, we're gonna do straddle. So as we open our legs into a straddle, lift the upper body up, reach your ball through, and then as legs come back together, neck and shoulders back to the earth. So lift and reach, and release. Lift and reach, and release. Lift and reach, and release. We breathe, let it go. You lift, release. For 4, for 3, for 2, and on 1, hold it at the top. You pulse it through 2 sets of 8 for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8 more for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. Draw those knees in towards chest. Opportunity for a little bit of movement, little rock side to side, or nice little circular motions into one direction and then into the other. And then you can slowly bring soles of the feet onto the earth. Whew. From here, let's bring our right ankle over our left knee. You can draw your left knee in towards chest. You can reach your arms through, grab the back of your left thigh. You can even draw your right elbow to the inside of that right knee, getting deeper into the stretch of the hip. And with the left leg, you could extend it, or you could bend, or you could be bending and extending, right? So listen to the body. Find what works here. Nice slow inhales. Nice slow exhales. Awesome job today. And then we take that bend into the left knee, release the left foot, release the right ankle, left ankle over right knee. Draw your right knee in, reach your arms through. Option to stay right here, or again, you can take movement with that right leg, bending, extending, whatever feels well, we take, right? Nice slow inhales, nice slow exhales. And then we place that foot on the earth, we release the left ankle, reach your right foot up towards the sky, flex the foot, bring hands behind the thigh. Deeper flex of the foot, deeper stretch of the right leg. Little bend into right knee. Option to stay neutral, or you can draw the thigh towards chest. Bring it back to neutral, or you could hold it here and just breathe into this stretch. Nice slow inhale. Nice slow exhale. One more breath. Bend into that knee. Place your right foot on the earth. Extend the left leg up again. Flex the foot, hands behind that thigh. You can stay neutral or draw that thigh towards chest. Really take this opportunity for what your body needs this morning. Bring the leg back to neutral, back to center, bend into that knee, place the foot on the earth. You're gonna open both arms out to a T, palms facing up, hips go to the left side, knees go towards the right. You're into a little supine twist. Knees can be stacked or staggered, shoulder blades are on the earth, and you can gently gaze over the left shoulder, or gaze can be up towards the sky. Breathe. Inhale together, exhale, draw knees up through center, square off hips, and then hips go to the right as the knees go towards the left. Hold it here. Breathe into your twist. Nice slow. Stop looking at my feet. Nice slow. Exhale. All right. Inhale together. Exhale. Draw your knees back up through center. Square off hips. One last time. Bring both knees in towards chest. Just give a little squeeze in. Maybe even lift neck and shoulders off the earth. A little hug to the body. And then slowly place the soles of the feet on the earth. Extending your legs out nice and long. And then bringing those arms nicely up overhead, so lengthening through fingers or lengthening through toes, full body stretch, full body lengthening, reach, reach, reach. Take a nice big inhale together, exhale, bring those arms nicely down by your side. And this is where you can allow yourself a minute of rest or so. I'm not gonna do this right now, but take this opportunity to take a moment, right? So maybe turning on some music, some little resting music that it feels well for the body. And then once you're done taking a moment of rest or so, we always do rise up to our seat. So we finish here in a nice seated position. Sitting nice and tall, bring palms to those knees. My dog's giving me a bath right now, so okay. Lengthen through the spine, crown of the head reaching up. Eyes can be closed or halfway, but together we inhale the shoulders all the way up. Exhale, release. And then from here, you allow the chin to come towards chest. You lengthen and stretch the back of the neck. Hold it here. Bring your chin back to neutral, back to center. Allow the chin to go up and the head to fall back. Hold it here. Stretch the front of your neck. Draw your chin back to neutral, to center. Take your chin over the right shoulder. Hold it here. Breathe. Slowly come back through center and then take it over the left. Hold it here. Breathe. And then slowly come back through center. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, bend into your left arm. Bring right hand over. Lengthen through the spine, head pressing into the arms. Breathe. Inhale together, exhale, release, and then switch it out. Hold here. Settle in. Awesome. Inhale together, exhale, release, reaching fingertips up towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale. As we exhale, we bring our hands into heart center. Being so grateful for today. So grateful for this opportunity to be together. Today, know that you are beautiful. Know that you are so strong. And know that you are loved. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Awesome job, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this workout. And hopefully I will see you next time. Have an awesome, awesome day. And until we see each other again, have a great day.